Alright folks, hope you're doing well. No videos for a few days. Well, that's okay. As I said, if there's nothing given, then yeah, there is nothing to give. Well, as I said, the reality is that you can only give what you've got to give. As I said before about pastors, when I visit a church, I look at the pastor or the teacher and see their nature and decide straight away I can't be under that person because they've got nothing to give. Because they've got nothing. If they got it, then they can give it. But if they haven't got it, they can't give it. So yeah. So yeah, there's been nothing to give. But one thing that can be shared is that at the moment it is a case of just learning. Because I had a conversation with God about the fact there was nothing to give, and his answer was, you're learning. You're learning to do the things that I've already given. So yeah. But basically, as you said, you know, that there has to be time to learn, to actually do, rather than here. There has to be time to do. It's like, yeah, now we're in the time of doing, and yeah, and that's not easy. No. Well, when you get some things that are just immense with regards to what they mean, and what they're going to mean for people. Yeah, and then of course you've got to learn to walk the walk. Yeah. Because you can't really give that to people unless you really have it. Really having it means that you can walk it. So yeah. Yeah. So that's a bit of a sort of, okay, there you go. It's what it is. Yeah. Well, and even with regards to that, things like not reacting, there are going to be things that you react to. There are going to be things. Now, whether it's something you watch on YouTube, because obviously YouTube knows the things that you're going to watch. And for me, what has always been annoying for me, and it doesn't matter from what side it is, whether it's the left having a go about the right, but not focusing on their own issues, yeah, or the right having a go at the left, and they do it all the time. And you've got this constant stuff about, yeah, Reddit stories of a woman who's committed adultery, and the man getting revenge on her. And it's like, for goodness sake, both do it. It's bloody equal. But the reason why those videos are done is because it's for the women haters. It's for those people that really don't like women and want to blame women for everything. Yeah, and they have it all. And most of those videos are lies. They're not stories that actually happened. They're made up crap. And I just find those things so irritable. Because you know they're untrue. You know that. And it's like, they're just doing it because they know there's a load of people that are going to like what they're doing, because they already think that all women are just going to cheat. And yeah, no. I mean, for goodness sake, I've said about, you know, I grew up in the 80s and 90s, and then men were doing that all the time. Men were cheating all the time. Yeah, and go back even further, men were cheating all the time. More than women. So it's like, come on, have an understanding. If you're going to talk about it, at least talk about it with a degree of understanding. So I find that to be quite irritating, so it gets me. You know, I tend to react to that. And driving, I find, you know, other drivers in front of me can be annoying. But, yeah, it's like, you know, God was talking to me about that, saying, you do understand that person isn't you. They're not going to react the way you would react. And if you drive with that understanding that the person in front of you or the person trying to come out, because this really annoys me all the time. This is one of the gripes I have when driving, and it's idiotic. Yeah, when I see these people, I think they're complete idiots. Although, again, I'm wrong in thinking that. But you've got a car that's trying to come and turn right into traffic, but obviously you've got the traffic on the left that's coming up the road, so therefore they have to look at that. But I can see all the traffic and see that there's no cars coming up the road, and so I stop or slow down and tell the person to come out, and they're still sitting there looking down the left. Well, they can clearly see there's no cars coming, so why aren't you looking at the right? You want to turn right, idiot. You want to turn right. I'm sitting there for a while and just getting annoyed. I just say, sod it, I'm going. Yeah, I've got a few cars now behind me stopping because I've stopped to let this car out, and this car's just sitting there. It's like, you blithering idiot. Right, I'm sorry, I'm going. I just get annoyed with that, because it's like, well, you're sitting there trying to come out, so you're basically saying to the cars, stop. Yeah, give me space to come out, please. Especially if you're trying to go across traffic. If it's only one lane, if you're going, the same side as the traffic as the side you're on, then okay, you're only waiting for one side to be clear. But if you're going over the other side, it's two sides you're waiting to be clear. So you're hoping that someone will stop. Then look! Look on that bloody side, you idiot! Oh. But yeah, it's things like this, yeah? So, yeah. You've got to get the practical of not reacting. So, yeah. You get stuff like this. But we all have things like this. That's the point. That's the point. We all have things like this. Yeah. So, yeah, we have to learn to not react. You just say, okay, I don't know what that person's been going through, but okay, if they're not paying attention, they're not paying attention. I could beep to get their attention, or I could just drive on, because they're not taking notice. So therefore, yeah, it is all of what it is, isn't it? So there you go. Yeah. But this is where it is right now, learning to not react. And because obviously, yeah, I want to eat from the tree of life only, and that means learning. So there you go. God bless. Bye bye.